I'd love to hear that because I think it's cathartic for a lot of executives to hear you say at Google, we got to earn our seat at the table. It's not just gifted to us. And I'm sure at Google, like every organization, nobody ever says we're not customer focused. We're not customer obsessed. We're not customer driven. Everybody is, right? But it's to the point that it's a part of the culture. It's to the point of how you then work the relationships with those product teams. It's not just product, it's marketing, it's sales, it's right, it's across departments here. So I'd love to know, how do you connect the dots, right? The metrics across product and pricing or cost. And is there a direct line to actual revenue that you see in what you do and how you work with these departments?
Yeah, it's a great question. And you mentioned a couple points there. There are systems that I think need to be set up. And if they're not, you set them up for yourself around how you work across an organization. So that might be, what are the regular touch points that you have with other teams? It's hard to influence and have joint priorities if you're just throwing something over the fence every now and then. So the systems of how you set up business reviews or meetings or one-on-ones, even with other departments, other cross-functional stakeholders, I think can't be understated. That's really important. Thinking sometimes even expansively around who your stakeholder map is. It's easy to think about the first order of, I work very closely with product. Sometimes harder to think about. There's more indirect connections with folks in marketing or in some of the other operations teams, things like that. As you have those conversations and those meetings, you'll inherently learn more about their priorities, the things that they care about. You'll see, hopefully, the connection back to what you do. At the end of the day, everyone is trying to make the company, the product successful. If you distill it down enough, what is the reason that we do what we do? Well, we're trying to make the product successful. And so you're able to then tie the work that you do back to some of that vision and goal. You communicate that more generally with these different stakeholders, and then suddenly you're identifying common areas. If our goal is improving product retention or loyalty, or if our goal is reducing product quality issues, what is the role that we each play in that? Maybe we are coming with voice of the customer that helps enable that. Or, hey, we are the face of the product to the customer. So how do we play a role in that? And then you can really have fruitful conversations around how do we work together to drive some of those outcomes.